Now on 4 News Now at 6, a big drop in temperatures today. I'll let you know if we have a warm-up on the way in your first alert forecast.
Child care crisis in North Idaho. What could be making the problem worse? And advice from child care providers for struggling families. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. We start with breaking news. The man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students wants to challenge his indictment. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Luna. Kirsten O'Connor has the night off. A grand jury indicted Brian Kohberger on 4 counts of first-degree murder and a count of burglary last month. His defense team and the prosecution have not come to an agreement about what evidence the grand jury saw to turn over to the defense. A Latah County judge entered a not guilty plea on Kohberger's behalf after he stood silent in court. Kohberger now asking that his case be put on pause while he challenges the indictment. Also breaking tonight, because of damage from flash flooding last Friday, the mayor of Lewiston is now declaring a local disaster emergency. The mayor saying last week's storm caused significant damage to residential, commercial, and public properties, including critical infrastructure. The emergency order allows the city to activate response and recovery plans. The declaration lasts 7 days. The city council can extend the declaration if necessary. It was a much cooler start to the day, with the temps dropping more than 20 degrees from yesterday. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see if we have a warm-up anytime soon.
Well, considering our temperatures at this time yesterday were in the 80s, we are in the 50s right now, 58 at Spokane International Airport and at the Air Force Base. It's 55 in Coeur d'Alene and Hayden, as well as Post Falls and Liberty Lake, and 56 right now in Spokane Valley. Little bit of light rain has almost come to a complete end. We just have a few isolated sprinkles left behind. We're zoomed in on Doppler radar right now, right around the Coeur d'Alene area. A few sprinkles also heading out into Spokane Valley. You may have a sprinkle or two. There are some additional showers rotating through the northeast mountains right now. At their current trajectory, those might make their way from Colville down into parts of northern Spokane County later this evening. We'll be watching those. Otherwise, the trend is toward drier, warmer, and calmer weather. Just a couple of places where we're still seeing gusty winds, Moses Lake and Pullman, but winds right now in Spokane are light. That is also the case in Spokane Valley. 3-mile-per-hour winds in Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint. Your forecast for tomorrow, a high of 77. We're right back up above average. 73 is our average high with mostly sunny skies. We're going to see a little bit of a temperature roller coaster in the 7-day forecast. I'll let you know what to expect for Father's Day weekend in just a few minutes. Aaron?
Thank you, Chris. Since 5 o'clock, the Grant County Sheriff's Office reopened State Route 17 near Ephrata. It was closed because of low visibility from wildfire smoke. Here's the video. Fire planes scooping water to drop on the flames west of Highway 17 and Rocky Ford Creek. Firefighters say no evacuation orders were given and no homes were in the path of this fire. No word on how it started. Childcare is getting more expensive and less spots are available, leaving some parents scrambling. North Idaho's childcare industry is facing a set of challenges. That's according to a new report. Vanessa Perez joins us in studio with a look at the crisis and possible solutions.
Childcare providers are struggling to recruit and retain staff with little wiggle room to raise wages without passing costs down to parents. Finding childcare prior to the pandemic was hard. Those difficulties are now at another level. Preschool is such an important time in a child's life, but the lack of affordable and accessible childcare is making it hard on families.
And these parents count on us to provide quality care for their children. And right now I'm struggling to find staff that are qualified, who love children, who are willing to sacrifice and be here where they could work someplace else that maybe gives them more benefits and more pay.
Daycare workers say some families are two-income households already struggling to make ends meet. An increase in tuition would put a major burden on these families. Noah's Ark is booked out and people on the waiting list aren't moving up.
Coeur d'Alene, we have so many families moving in that we need more. We're at capacity. We already have waiting lists for the following year because parents know that they can't get their child in. So more child care centers.
The United Way of North Idaho says the problem isn't new. Before the pandemic, childcare was hard to come by, but some centers didn't make it through COVID and couldn't afford to open back up.
Current situation, there's even more of a challenge because one, it's more expensive, and two, there's less that are open and less seats available.
Tucker says the nonprofit's Early Learning Collaborative is helping tackle the crisis. It's able to directly train childcare professionals.
We're trying to help them maintain quality employees as a provider, help with the professional development, help increase the quality of childcare that's in the community.
As children, the United Way provides childcare scholarships. Depending on your income, you can receive $40 to hundreds of dollars to cover a portion of tuition. Live in studio, Vanessa Perez, 4 News Now.
Vanessa, thank you. Childcare is just one of the issues facing women in our area and teen girls as well. Another major issue is mental health. According to a recent report, 27% of women in Spokane County struggle with their mental health, while 19% of teenage girls have seriously considered suicide. We asked why those rates have changed in the last couple of years. According to one local mental health counselor, social media plays a major factor on how teens think about themselves.
Some of the body image issues that might be associated with that, and social norms and expectations that are associated with that for young girls. Just really a lot of pressure coming from that.
She says it's important to ask your kids if they or their friends have ever thought about suicide. Even if they say no, just having the conversation opens the door, letting them know it's okay to come to talk to you about it. There's help for anyone struggling with suicidal thoughts. If you're in a crisis, you can call the 24-hour regional crisis line at 988. Right now, multiple social media companies are being sued by school districts across the country, including Spokane Public Schools, who want to hold them responsible for the impact they've had on students. It's not just school districts wanting to hold these companies accountable. So are local lawmakers. I recently sat down with the Eastern Washington Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers to see what's being done to protect your kids online. To see my special report, download the KXLY Plus app and click on the Social Media Effect tab. As we approach summer and start using our air conditioners more, many of us are expecting to see an increase in our energy bills. Some Avista customers are noticing a larger than usual change to their bills.
It's not like we're running our hair dryers 24/7 or anything like that, and then all of a sudden you have a $100 increase, and your mouth just kind of, you're a bit shocked when you see that.
Some Avista customers reached out to 4 News Now saying they recently received notice of an up to 40% change in their monthly bills. 4 News Now's Natalie Grant joins us live from Avista. Natalie, there's a rate increase coming. Could that be the reason?
Well, Aaron, earlier this year, Avista did send a notice out to their customers saying that a 6% rate increase will be in effect this summer, but not until July 1st. That's a much smaller hike than what some people are seeing right now, leaving these customers wondering why.
We've changed our energy usage. We have a very energy efficient home. There hasn't been any additions. We've had a hot tub for 8 years.
Josh Miller and his family have lived in their same Spokane house for the last 10 years. And like most people, their bills have slowly gone up.
I think when we moved in about 10 years ago, I think our bill was somewhere in the neighborhood of $180 a month. But it has been pretty level in the mid 200s to 250 for quite a while.
The Millers are enrolled in Avista Comfort Billing, which means they have to pay one flat rate every month. But earlier this week, Josh was notified that his monthly power bill would be going from $250 to more than $350, a 40% increase with no warning.
It's not like we're running our hair dryers 24/7 or anything like that, and then all of a sudden you have a $100 increase, and your mouth just kind of, you're a bit shocked when you see that.
And Josh is not alone, saying others in his circle are seeing increases ranging from $20 to $100. We reached out to Avista to see if there was a reason behind these unexpected hikes. Representatives say that rate changes are handled on a case-by-case basis and could be things like the weather or a change in user consumption. They say you can call Avista to find out what is driving your increase.
They're supposed to be getting back to us with some more information. We have yet to see that yet, but I have, in good faith, I think they're trying to figure out what's going on.
Mills is still waiting on a response from Avista about what is causing this change, but hopes for better communication when hikes like this are on the horizon, because for some people, a change this steep is hard to manage.
A $100 increase for somebody maybe in a tighter economic position would be a tough pill to swallow.
Now, again, Avista sent out a couple of resources of people who are looking to save on their energy bills this summer as you're turning on those air conditioners and such. And if you are seeing those large rate increases, Avista does say to reach out to them and they might be able to pinpoint the issue for you. We have those resources listed on our website, KXLY.com. Reporting in Spokane, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.
Natalie, thank you. So far this year, more than 1,000 people have died in house fires in the U.S. Firefighters say most of those deaths are preventable. That's why you may see some firefighters or fire marshals going door to door in certain Spokane Valley neighborhoods throughout the year. They want to make sure you're equipped with the right tools that could save you and your family.
All kinds of great programs, but this one seems to be the one that can be the most impactful, especially when it comes to fire.
You'll learn all about the Blitz and why Assistant Fire Marshal Brett Anderson says he has proof that it's life-saving. That's in Robin Nance's special report, airing tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest. That starts 5 a.m. Still ahead, the Health and Human Services Secretary says the U.S. is in the middle of a gun violence crisis. We'll take a look at the numbers of mass shootings in the U.S. as we approach the halfway point of the year coming up.
Four News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Saving you green.
When you're faced with the question,
"Hey honey, what do you want for dinner?"
he should know my answer is going to be mustard seed. Original signature dishes that are made fresh daily, great happy hours, and locally owned. Life's too short for mediocre food. Mustard Seed, where Spokane eats. Dine in, take out, and delivery.
Your Broadway wishes granted at Disney's Aladdin. Audiences and critics agree Aladdin is fabulous and extravagant. With unforgettable music and sensational dance numbers, it's exactly what you wish for. Get your tickets today and see for yourself the breathtaking spectacle that only Disney can deliver.
June 27th through July 2nd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Visit BroadwaySpokane.com.
It's Summer Madness at Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep, and they are loaded up with some of the best used vehicles they've had in years, plus offering top dollar for your trade-in and delaying payments for 90 days. It's the perfect time to upgrade this week at Dishman.
Get $200 with a new checking account from Horizon Credit Union. We're here to guide you towards your dreams and put some extra cash in your pocket. Sign up in branch or online with the Get 200 promo code today.
It's the biggest anniversary sale in the history of Walkers as they celebrate the opening of their first store in 1980 with the largest store-wide discounts ever offered, where you can get wall-to-wall savings for every room in your home, anywhere from 19 to 80% off, or take advantage of special 5 years no-interest financing.
This is the one sale our customers wait all year for.
And your chance to save like never before, including accessories and decor.
This week at Walkers.
I'm a little over my head here.
We can certainly take care of that for you. When you're looking for a company that's noteworthy, look no further than Mainstream Electric.
Spilling the E.T. Father's Day edition, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel's Alex Borstein gets emotional with her dad.
We're supposed to spill the tea, not the tears.
I'm very proud of you. Next, E.T.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
New at 6, the Health and Human Services Secretary is now warning Americans are facing a crisis. And the threat is gun violence. We're almost halfway through the year. According to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been nearly 300 mass shootings. CNN's Mike Valerio has more.
Chaos erupts during a gathering in Denver, where at least 9 people were injured during a mass shooting downtown as crowds celebrated the Nuggets' historic first NBA championship win. Police say they think the shooting overnight Monday into Tuesday had nothing to do with the celebration, but likely stemmed from a drug deal turned violent.
I think our strong suspicion at this point is that 5 or 6 of those were completely innocent bystanders.
Nearby, crime scene tape lines a Denver highway, where 2 people were killed in an apparent road rage shooting Tuesday afternoon. In Pittsburgh, police say a triple shooting Tuesday night has left 1 dead and 2 others hospitalized. And a 7-year-old caught in the crossfire of a drive-by shooting in Ohio in early June is now sharing details of her traumatic experience.
I never got shot before. That's why I don't go outside no more.
The Gun Violence Archive has recorded nearly 300 shootings across the nation in the last 72 hours. Now, federal officials are sounding the alarm on the effects of gun violence that is left across the nation.
Gun violence is a healthcare crisis in this country. I think it is important that we take actions to protect our communities and our neighborhoods.
We will be reinforcing the importance of identifying, investigating, and prioritizing the prosecution of those who are responsible for the greatest violence in our communities.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Temperatures right now, a cool 58 in Spokane, 55 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. Quite a drop from this time yesterday. It was 27 degrees warmer in both locations. We're going to be back up closer to average, in fact, a little bit above tomorrow. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino.
This is how legends are. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
It's time to celebrate the amazing men, the real-life superheroes in our lives. And this Friday, GMA is doing just that with our most epic live Father's Day surprise for one amazing dad. Get the tissues ready. Friday, see it live at 7 on Good Morning America.
One of the best-kept secrets in Spokane is the little granite and cabinet store that does most of the biggest remodels and new construction. Northwest Granite.
Northwest Granite is known for their incredible selection of unique granite, marble, and quartz countertop options that bring captivating, attractive looks to any room in your home.
From quality flooring to a variety of cabinets and exotic countertops, Northwest Granite is the one-stop shop that does it all.
So much of life happens at home, which is why your home should be a place of inspiration, designed around great floors you love. Spending time at home on Great Floors is something to celebrate. Great Floors is offering discounts on select top-quality Mohawk products. Save 10% on Revwood flooring. Revwood Flooring by Mohawk offers stress-free style so you can live life on floors you love. Plus, ask about your 12-month 0% in-house financing. Visit a Great Floors showroom for details and live life on Great Floors.
Meet the team behind the team. The coach, the manager, and the snack dad, all using Chase to keep up with their finances. The coach helps save goals here because she saved for soccer camp there. And check this out. The manager deposited a check. Magic. And the snack dad, he's getting paid back. Orange slices. Because this team all has Chase. Smart bankers, convenient tools, one bank with the power of both. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Hail crashing into homes in the middle of June in Arizona. You can almost see it's covering the family's front yard. That's not the only severe weather happening across the U.S. Take a look at this video of a tornado forming near the Alabama-Florida border. The storm splitting trees and damaging multiple buildings.
Horrible scenes there. High temperatures across the region today running below average, 67 in Spokane, quite a bit warmer than our current temperature in the 50s. That little bit of rain that moved through cooled us down very quickly. We did only get up to 61 in Bonners Ferry, Sandpoint, 66 today in Pullman. We're going to be right back up above average tomorrow, but as you can see, that's not going to last. This white line right here is average, which is in the mid-70s now. We'll be up at 77 tomorrow, 80 degrees on Friday. Nice start to the weekend, 78 Saturday, and then we take this big dip down into the 60s for Father's Day Sunday, 66, and in the lower 60s by Tuesday of next week with some showers. Now tonight will be mostly cloudy, 49 for an overnight low. Winds have died down. Tomorrow a high of 77 with mostly sunny skies and winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10. Taking a look at our satellite and radar, a little bit of light rain has moved south of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene right now. A few isolated sprinkles remain. We also have a few showers up around Colville that are working their way slowly to the south that may impact parts of Spokane County late tonight. Our forecast radar, though, shows most of that activity dying out and moving to the east. By 9 o'clock tomorrow, we have mostly clear skies, plenty of sunshine. In the afternoon, we may start to see a few thunderstorms developing in the northeast mountains and North Idaho, but we're staying dry in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene and warm. Overnight lows tonight, 40s in Spokane, Colville, Winthrop, 46, 47 tonight in Ritzville, and 46 in Pullman. High temperatures tomorrow in the 70s in many locations in extreme eastern Washington and North Idaho. Once we're into the Columbia Basin, temperatures in the 80s in Moses Lake, as well as Grand Coulee, and 83 in Omak. Here's a look at your planning forecast. Sunshine for the next couple of days and a warming trend that stops on Saturday. We'll see partly cloudy skies and then a pretty good drop for Father's Day. Right now, it looks like Father's Day is going to be dry in Spokane with some mountain showers, and then the wet weather moves in for next week, including on Juneteenth. On Monday, a high of 63 with showers. Tuesday may be the wettest day of the week next week. Temperatures for overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. No sign of the heat that we had yesterday. A little bit of a roller coaster in terms of temperatures. I'll be back in the next half hour. I've got some Wildlife Wednesday photos for you, some cute baby fox puppies and other fun things in the next half hour, Aaron.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Chris. Take a look at this new photo of the surface of Mars taken by NASA's Curiosity rover. The picture is actually a combination of black and white panoramas captured in the morning and the afternoon. The shadows are more pronounced in the image because the photos were taken during winter when airborne dust is closer to the surface. Curiosity has been exploring the Gale crater since it arrived on Mars in 2012. The Federal Reserve wants to take a time out and take stock of the overall impact of its interest rate hikes on the U.S. economy. CNN's Karen Caifa explains how the decision could impact your wallet.
The Federal Reserve skipping a rate hike this month.
Looking ahead, nearly all committee participants view it as likely that some further rate increases will be appropriate this year.
The Fed started increasing its benchmark rate in March 2022, making borrowing more expensive to try to curb spending and inflation. The strategy has been working slowly. Data released by the federal government Tuesday pointed to consumer price inflation easing for the 11th straight month in May. And data released Wednesday by the Labor Department pointed to a deceleration in producer prices.
Basically, what the Fed's doing here is saying that we're moving in the right direction. We're going to take a little bit of a pause. We want to see if this medicine has worked. They're not saying their job is done.
Consumer prices were up 4% year over year, according to the May report. That's twice the Fed's target rate of 2%. And some sectors remain sticky, like housing for both homeowners and renters, and the cost of services like travel and hospitality. Meanwhile, inflation has dented the savings many Americans built during pandemic lockdowns, and some have turned to credit cards and other borrowing. The interest rate pause won't provide too much relief.
Those tend to be variable rates. So even a pause from the Fed means that your rates could be sticking at the highest that we've seen in a while.
The Fed's benchmark rate is at its highest level in almost 16 years. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
The American Medical Association wants to change how doctors use BMI to measure your overall health. Why some experts say this decades-old practice needs to change.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Lumen High School elevates the lives of teen parents by providing high academic standards and an on-site specialized early learning center.
Lumen High School is rooted in belonging, social justice, and empowerment, and offers pathways to teen parents leading to high school graduation, positive parenting, and future life success.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Lumen High School as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
Everybody plays a fool. Tell them, Judge Harvey. We want money. No exception. You lost this when she started talking.
Judge Steve Harvey returns tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, the waiting is over.
We have new Hondas in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Come check out the all-new Honda CR-V and Accord hybrids.
Or maybe you're wanting the new Honda Ridgeline or newly designed Honda Pilot.
Whether you want a new car, van, or SUV, we have them in stock.
Family owned and operated in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for over 55 years.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Visit us at our website, cdahonda.com.
In 1980, Walker's Furniture opened their first store. So this week, they're celebrating their 43rd anniversary with store-wide markdowns of 19 to 80% off. Where every dining room set, every bedroom set, every sofa, love seat, and sectional is 19 to 80% off. Or take advantage of no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for 5 years. So you can get that new purple or Beauty Rest mattress set today and pay for it later during the anniversary sale at Walker's.
Coeur d'Alene Casino presents the Core Stars Entertainment Series. Join us as we celebrate our 30-year anniversary with an amazing lineup of the hottest entertainment. See comedian Jeff Foxworthy on Thursday, July 27th. Don't miss an evening with Night Ranger on Thursday, August 24th. Plus, join us for King of the Cage on Thursday, September 14th. For tickets, visit the casino box office or cdacasino.com. Coeur d'Alene Casino, welcome home.
Want to get away? This month, when you purchase a new vehicle from Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep, you'll receive free airfare to a destination of your choice, making it the perfect time to get a new vehicle this week at Dishman.
4 News Now is brought to you by Disney's Aladdin, the hit Broadway musical.
New at 6, the American Medical Association is now clarifying the role of how doctors use a person's body mass index, or BMI, as a measure of their health. The AMA encourages doctors to focus less on BMI when evaluating a patient's obesity and overall health, but not disregard it entirely. ABC's Melissa Adon explains.
The American Medical Association is urging doctors to de-emphasize its use in assessing health and obesity of patients, saying the measurement has been used for racist exclusion and caused historical harm. The main concerns the AMA says it found with the BMI is that it does not account for body composition, muscle mass, racial differences, and genetics. The recommendation comes after an AMA report recognized issues of racist exclusion because BMI is based primarily on data collected from previous generations of non-Hispanic white populations.
BMI should not be used as a standalone measure to understand health. There are many other factors in life that equate to health, and unfortunately, body mass index has been utilized as an easy standard to say, oh, weight is the cause of chronic disease.
Dr. Darian Sutton adds that while weight, although associated to chronic disease, does not necessarily cause it.
That leads to poor quality care, specifically to Black women who typically have higher levels of BMI compared to the average population.
The AMA suggests tracking weight with other factors by measuring waist circumference, skin folds, and resting metabolic health, among other factors like cholesterol and blood pressure, which helps paint a better total picture of a patient's health. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Crews in Philadelphia are now working around the clock to demolish what remains of the collapsed portion of I-95 so they can begin repairing the busy roadway. It comes as investigators comb through this video showing the moment the fire ignited. That tanker truck hauling gasoline crashed and caught fire under the overpass. The collapse forcing truck drivers to take detours dozens of miles long.
I don't realize how much that cripples the city.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg getting a first-hand look at the destruction yesterday, saying the ripple effects of this collapse will be felt well beyond Philly, saying prices could go up because of these lengthy detours. The governor issuing a disaster declaration for the rebuilding process, vowing to make sure the bridge is restored quickly but also safely. We have much more coming up tonight at 6:30, including the latest on the investigation into how former President Donald Trump handled classified documents.
Lately, it's been difficult to see some of the fish at Manito's Koi Fish Pond. Hear what the city says is causing this issue and what park goers would like to see done.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Now a joke from Yoke's Fresh Market. What did the tomato say to his son when they were racing? Catch up!
Our motto here at Holiday Heating is fixed right or it's free. That means that we'll get the job done right the first time, and if we don't,
we will own up to that and we will take care of it for you for free.
Fixed right or it's free means that we are accountable for the 100% satisfaction of our customers.
We'll come back and get the job done and with no additional charge to the customer.
We are humans and we do make mistakes, but we are here to make it right and make sure our customers know that.
Kickstart your summer in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. And discover a better way to drive in America's favorite RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma and Tundra trucks. And if you're looking for a great deal on a certified used vehicle, Findlay has a large selection to choose from. Plus, every used vehicle sold comes with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty, making it the perfect time to visit Findlay Downtown Toyota today, so you can start your driving adventures tomorrow.
The award-winning Spokane Valley Summer Theater presents its 2023 sizzling summer season, the original high school musical Grease, June 16 through July 2nd. The regional premiere of Steve Martin's musical Bright Star, an American folktale inspired by a true story, July 14 through 23rd. And the regional premiere of Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville, August 4 through 20th. Single and season tickets available now at sbsummertheater.com or call 509-368-7897.
And now a joke from Yoke's Fresh Market.
Why is a hamburger so lucky? Because it's on a roll.
Exclusive. The bike Prince Harry and Meghan got for their son Archie on his 4th birthday. Next, Inside Edition. It cost $300 and was a gift from this high-end bike store.
This is the bike we gave Archie on his birthday.
And the special modifications made so his sister Lilibet can ride it too. Then, Trump, the day after the historic arraignment. What we've learned about where he went after the court hearing. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7. Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Let's take a live look over the pavilion in downtown Spokane. Slightly chillier tonight than it has been, or at least since yesterday.
Absolutely.
What is that, 20-degree or so drop, Chris?
From this time yesterday, more like a 30-degree drop.
Oh, wow.
But from our high temperature, yes, more than 20 degrees. Out at the Indians game tonight, I hope everybody has got a sweatshirt or maybe even more, but you can ditch it for tomorrow. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. First of all, it's going to be calmer tonight. Winds have already died down quite a bit. That should take some of the bite out of that cool weather. We'll be back up above average starting tomorrow. This was a one-day dip. Sunny and warm for the next couple of days, and then we cool right back down again for a cool Father's Day. In fact, maybe even cooler than today. Temperatures right now 58 at Spokane International Airport. We're in the mid-50s in Coeur d'Alene, Hayden, 59 at Spirit Lake. We are in the 60s in Deer Park, and 9 Mile have warmed up a little bit after the rain moved through. And speaking of which, that rain has really cleared across the region. You might get a sprinkle or two yet this evening, but for the most part, we should be staying dry. I've been watching this area of light precipitation coming down now, moving south of Colville. That might bring another round of the lightest of sprinkles, mainly to northern Spokane County. Meanwhile, winds across the region, again, have died down dramatically since our higher gusts this afternoon. Still breezy in Pullman with 22-mile-per-hour gusts. We have 11-mile-per-hour winds sustained in Moses Lake, but it's calm in Spokane and Spokane Valley and should remain fairly calm tonight and right on through the day. Tomorrow, we'll start the day off at 49 degrees, but we're warming up to a high of 77. 73 is our average high. Blue skies, sunshine. I'll tell you about that dip in our temperatures coming for Father's Day and have some Wildlife Wednesday photos for you in just a few minutes, Aaron.
Thank you, Chris. An update now to the battle by the Department of Health to shut down a teen substance abuse treatment center in Spokane. The facility had been facing accusations of mistreatment of patients by staff as recently as last fall. The CEO of Daybreak filed new court documents ahead of tomorrow's contempt hearing in Thurston County. In the papers, Thomas Russell says most of the 130-member staff will be laid off by the end of the week. He says the plan is for the Spokane and Brush Prairie facilities to shut down by the end of the month. The CEO said the Department of Health set Daybreak up for failure by delivering a large amount of paperwork containing suspension notices and a 4-day notice to transfer patients on the Friday before Memorial Day. Daybreak says teen patients who left the facility during the turmoil at the end of last month are now experiencing relapses, overdoses, involuntary hospital stays, and possibly homelessness. The Department of Health says it remains focused on the safety and well-being of the patients. New provisional data from the CDC shows the drug overdose deaths are hovering at near record levels. Those deaths are only slightly less than the record levels reached during the pandemic. The highest number of overdose deaths were reported through March of last year, with just over 110,000 deaths. According to the new data, just under 110,000 people died from drug overdoses in the 12-month period ending in January 2023. Synthetic opioids, including fentanyl, were involved in more than 2/3 of overdose deaths. After yesterday's unprecedented arraignment and not guilty plea to more than 36 federal criminal charges in Miami, former President Donald Trump returned to the campaign trail. ABC's Lindsay Watts has more on the Justice Department's investigation into how Mr. Trump handled classified documents.
They will fail and we will win bigger and better than ever before.
Twice impeached and now twice indicted, Donald Trump was upbeat and defiant after pleading not guilty to 37 federal charges. The former president rallying supporters at his Bedminster, New Jersey golf club, once again declaring his innocence and threatening to prosecute President Biden if he is elected.
I will never be moving.
Hours earlier, Trump was arrested and fingerprinted before his court appearance. The former president never spoke in court, seeming to understand the gravity of the charges he's facing. Prosecutors allege Trump illegally kept classified documents, including some of the nation's most sensitive nuclear weapons and national defense secrets at his Mar-a-Lago club. They also say Trump didn't fully comply with a subpoena, then repeatedly tried to obstruct the FBI's efforts to retrieve the documents, even allegedly suggesting that his attorney hide or destroy documents. Attorney General Merrick Garland speaking about the indictment for the first time.
My role is completely consistent with the regulations that set forth responsibilities to the Attorney General under the special counsel regulations.
Most of Trump's opponents for the Republican nomination initially defended him and blasted the DOJ, despite not having read the indictment. Now that they have, their statements are more critical.
If this indictment is true, if what it says is actually the case, President Trump was incredibly reckless with our national security.
The handling of classified materials is a very serious matter, and this indictment contains serious charges. And I cannot defend what is alleged. At the end of the day, though, I can't believe that politics didn't play some role here.
A Reuters Ipsos poll shows more than 2 in 5 Republicans still support Trump for the nomination, and 3/4 say the criminal charges will have no impact or make it even more likely they'll support him. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Washington.
It's a challenge year-round for parents, but especially over the summer. Your kids spend a lot of time on their phone, watching TV or playing video games. While screen time can have a place in a child's life, health experts say too much use can lead to problems.
Most children, school-age children, are spending in excess of 7 hours a day on screens.
Some children's healthcare specialists say for those old enough to go to school, less than 2 hours a day of screen time is recommended, even over the summer when kids have more time on their hands.
Screen time, when it is excessive, can impact sleep, it can impact physical activity, and most recently, the clearest evidence is really looking at the impact of excessive screen time on youth mental health.
To limit summer screen time, keep school year routines in place, set screen-free zones like bedrooms or the dinner table, and encourage kids to be active. 5 senators are reintroducing a bill to block companies like TikTok from sending Americans' personal data to unfriendly countries. It would subject such exports to licensing requirements similar to those for military and advanced technologies. Under it, the Commerce Department would maintain a list of nations deemed untrustworthy. Oregon Democratic Senator Ron Wyden and Wyoming Republican Senator Cynthia Lummis are leading the effort. The bill doesn't name TikTok, but the video platform is under scrutiny for its ties to China. You're looking at the koi pond at Manitou Park. The water looks green, and park visitors say they're having a harder time seeing the fish. The city's Parks and Rec department says all that algae makes the fish harder to see, but it's actually good for them. Bronte Sorotsky went to the pond to check out the water and shares why one man's not letting it ruin his experience.
People from all over the region come out to Manitou Park to check out the koi fish pond and its beauty. But recently, it's been difficult to see some of the fish.
Yeah, it's a little dirty, but you have someone just over here in the pond cleaning it up. You know, as we're speaking, you know, they obviously take really good care of the place.
Tim Goodworth loves Manitou Park. After visiting once a year ago, he was inspired enough to drive back from southeast Idaho and paint it. While it's harder for him to see the fish nowadays, he says he isn't letting that stop him from his art and experience here.
It could maybe use a filtration system to help clean it a little more, but it's so beautiful, it's hard to, you know, focus on one negative with all the positives around.
Although Tim didn't seem too bothered, others on social media were. So we reached out to the city's Parks and Rec department to see what was causing the algae issues. Parks and Rec officials weren't available for an interview, but they sent us a statement explaining that the UV light that kills microscopic algae went out recently. When in use, it leaves enough algae for the fish to eat while keeping the pond clear enough to see the fish. Without it, the pond turns the green color that it is right now. Additionally, a technical issue is affecting the pond's autofill system, and staff have been refilling the pond manually until a technician can come and look at it. The Parks and Rec department explains that despite being difficult to see, the koi fish are safe in the now green water. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Gonzaga honored basketball legend Jerry Krause today. We take you inside his memorial service to hear from the people who knew him best. Next on 4 News Now.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
4 News Now is brought to you by All Lines Insurance at alllinesinsure.com.
On average, you can play longer on every dollar at Northern Quest. So chances are your dinner plans don't stand a chance. Luckily, you can make new ones right here at Maslow Steakhouse. Northern Quest, yes, the best.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Take control of your credit card debt with a P1 FCU personal loan. We're offering no payments for 90 days and a fixed rate of 9.99% APR for a limited time. Consolidating debt can help you save money and simplify your life with the ease of a single payment. Plus, if you open or have an Ascend checking account, you'll be eligible for an extra $200. Visit p1fcu.org/takecontrol and apply today. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a heat pump with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free heat pump from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
The Chevy RS family of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist standard on the 2023 Chevy family of SUVs. So take your pick. The choice is yours. Spring into adventure and get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Equinox models or get $1,250 cash allowance. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
If you have a fear of missing out, you might want to start earning with a free Camas Rewards card because, dude, Camas Rewards at Northern Quest for all the ways you play.
Here is a live look at the osprey cam in McEwen Park in Coeur d'Alene. You can kind of see the mother osprey hanging out in her nest. Underneath her wings,
if you look close,
are the babies she's sitting on. I think there's 3, Chris.
There were 3 eggs. I hope there's 3 babies too.
Yeah, we managed to get a shot of them earlier today. By our count, there are at least, 3 newborns in that nest. Oh my goodness. It just updated. What do you say? They're so camouflaged. I think 3 is the count, right?
So cute, yes. Oh, that's nice. How fun, huh?
I love that camera.
I do too. I spend a little more time than I probably should gazing upon those osprey. Hey, it's Wildlife Wednesday time. I have got some fantastic photos to share with you. A little bit of a story with each one. Let's start off with this one from Courtney Litwin, who was actually photographing a bunch of little red fox puppies playing out on the West Plains. But this one found an unusual friend. The Fox and the Quail, is that the Disney movie? She said that they just sort of hung out together. You would think the fox would make a quick meal out of this quail, but no. They just enjoyed each other's company and then went about their way. Beautiful picture from Travis Book, who captured this exquisite moment between a cow moose and her calf at Turnbull National Wildlife Refuge. Said they paused there, let him take a picture, and then they went over the ridge. But geez, framer there, Travis. Dora Z. Davis shared this picture of 2 cedar waxwings, and this is a little courtship ritual between waxwings. They pass that berry back and forth between each other, and you know, the rest is history. Thank you, Dora, for that pretty shot. I love waxwings. And then finally, Shannon Verity spotted this exhausted mama porcupine. Baby porcupine is further up in the branches. Can't see him, but she looks pooped. And this was on one of our more sweltering days here recently, and just wanted to hang out in the shade of this tree. Thank you, Shannon. Fantastic photos tonight. Here's a look at our satellite radar, and we do have some precipitation moving very slowly to the south of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. I've been watching these showers up around Colville, moving south into Inchelium, and should be approaching Deer Park soon. Computer model wants to phase those out fairly quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a sprinkle or 2 out of those, but the forecast radar keeping things dry. Here's 11 o'clock tonight, staying dry through the overnight. 5 a.m. we start to clear off and head into a sunny and beautiful day tomorrow. 0% chance of precipitation for the next couple of days with some sunshine. That's up to 10 on Saturday, mainly over the mountains on Sunday, and then a better chance chance of rain coming in on Monday, and that is when our temperatures really start to drop. We are going to see an increase in temperatures through Friday, then they moderate a little bit Saturday before a pretty good drop for Father's Day, 66 for a high. Cooler next week with temperatures in the lower to mid 60s on Monday and Tuesday, 67 with a chance of showers on Wednesday. Aaron?
Thank you, Chris. Some family fun is coming to Manitou Park this Father's Day weekend. Snap will be hosting its 11th annual Dad's Day Dash this Sunday. Once again, Manitou Park. The race starts at 9. You can register up to the morning of the race. You can find the link to register on this story on KXLY.com. Well, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
When I was told I had a brain tumor, my life disappeared in a moment. I feared for my future, but even more, I feared for the ones I love. How would they move on without me? But when my doctor told me about the Gamma Knife of Spokane, everything changed. I can get my brain tumor treated in just 1 day and continue living the life I love. Because of Gamma Knife, I have hope.
Adventure, culture, and fine wine await you in the Lewis Clark Valley, less than 2 hours south of Spokane. Tour some of the world's most spectacular wilderness, beauty, and wildlife in Hell's Canyon. Experience the region's rich and diverse culture and history. Savor award-winning Lewis Clark Valley wines and delicious culinary creations from a variety of local wineries and fine dining establishments. Go to visitlewisclarkvalley.com and plan your destination getaway today.
We rent china, glassware, tents, barbecues, flatware, linen, stands for staging, tables, chairs.
A to Z rental, no job too big, no job too small.
Jackhammers, stand doors, washers, stump grinder saws, generators, skid steer, excavator, dingoes, trailers, tractors, nailers, staplers, hole diggers, tillers, mowers, yard vac, aerators.
Call A to Z rental at 509-924-2000 or go to rentatoz.com.
We rent everything, man.
Now open in Airway Heights.
At A to Z rental, we rent everything.
It's coming this August. The Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, presented by Circling Raven Golf Club and 4 News Now. Circling Raven Golf Club has once again been chosen to host this women's professional golf tournament August 21st through the 27th. More than 150 pros from over 30 countries will compete for shares of the $200,000 purse. Come see the game's rising stars. The Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, presented by Circling Raven Golf Club and 4 News Now. Coming this August. We'll see you there.
Upgrade your kitchen with Frigidaire Professional, offering powerful performance and professional-grade design. The front control gas range provides the ultimate flexibility for making your favorite meals. Sear and saute with precision, and flip pancakes on the griddle for golden results. And thanks to our smudge-proof stainless steel, spend less time cleaning while keeping your kitchen looking spotless.
You won't find Frigidaire Pro at the box stores, but it's on sale at Fred's. Fred's Appliance. We want to be your choice.
Beat the heat. Always water before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m.
Gonzaga honors a legend. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minnesota. A memorial for former Gonzaga and Eastern Washington basketball coach Jerry Krause was held at McCarthy Athletic Center today. Krause died from colon cancer last month. He was 87 years old. Gonzaga head coach Mark Few and former Gonzaga assistant and current Arizona head coach Tommy Lloyd were both in attendance at the memorial. Former players such as Adam Morrison and John Stockton also showed support for Krause. Krause spent 20 years at Gonzaga, most recently as the director of basketball operations. He was also the head coach at Eastern Washington for 17 years. A life full of stories from one of basketball's best.
Coach was my grandpa. The closest thing I've ever had to a grandpa in my life. He probably wouldn't like hearing me say that because it would make him feel old. But it's true. They say you don't get to pick your family, but I'm picking Coach Krause as my grandpa.
I would have never been prepared to teach the team and coach the team and lead the players and the staff if it wasn't for the things that Coach Krause has taught me.
Krause was inducted into the Naismith Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame last year. The Seattle Seahawks have finished up OTA practices, OTAs, otherwise known as organized team activities. Now, these were the final practices before training camp next month. The Seahawks have a lot of young players to be excited about. First-round draft picks Devin Witherspoon and Jackson Smith-Njigba have impressed the players and the coaching staff this offseason. But Seattle is relying on some of the older guys during this time. 30-year-old wide receiver Tyler Lockett is entering his 9th NFL season, and star wide receiver DK Metcalf is going into his 5th NFL season. Those two players are expected to set a good example for the young guys to follow.
You know, the biggest thing is, even though you've been here for a while and you're a vet, you're also, you know, fighting old age. You know, you're fighting things that your body used to do normally, and now you kind of got to get it going. You got to stretch more. You got to, you know, kind of do a pre-workout before the real workout. So, I mean, it's you know, it's kind of different than the rookies and the second-year guys coming in.
So that's basically what I'm doing to the young guys, is just showing them what helped me my rookie year. And if it helped them, it's going to help them. If not, it's not.
Seattle begins training camp next month. The Seahawks open the season September 10th at home against the LA Rams. Now, according to The Athletic, former Washington State football coach Mike Leach will be inducted into the Hall of Honor at Texas Tech. The late Leach spent 10 seasons with the Red Raiders and is the program's all-time leader in wins. Leach is also the innovator of the air raid offense, which he made famous at Texas Tech and Washington State. Leach died in December due to complications related to a heart condition. The induction ceremony is scheduled for September. And that'll wrap us up for sports.
Julian, thank you. Google is now starting to use artificial intelligence to help shoppers choose clothes to buy online. The company announced a new virtual try-on feature that uses generative AI. Google says it can show clothes on a diverse selection of body types in various poses. The new feature is hoped to make it easier for online shoppers to get an idea of how clothing will look on them before they make a purchase. The AI software will initially work with women's tops from certain brands like Anthropologie, Loft, H&M, and Everlane. Google said it will expand it to men's shirts in the future. Well, that might be a fun use of AI. Many top business leaders are seriously concerned AI could pose an existential threat to humanity. In the not-too-distant future, 119 CEOs were surveyed at the Yale CEO Summit this week. They included the heads of Walmart, Coca-Cola, Xerox, Zoom, along with pharmaceutical, media, and manufacturing companies. 34% believe artificial intelligence has the potential to destroy humanity in 10 years. 8% say that could happen in 5 years.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Catch the summer fun vibe at Mississauga Casino Hotel. We have over 300 gaming machines, and we were always adding new ones. Play your favorite games to earn your entries to win a share of $10,000 cash. And one lucky winner will get to choose this 2023 Can-Am Commander or $20,000 cash. Drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, June 24th at Mississauga Casino Hotel. Jackpots, food, sports betting, live table games 7 days a week. Learn more at Mississauga.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At your locally owned Ace, we've got exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, even if you don't know exactly what it's called.
A thingamajig. A whatchamacallit. A doohickey.
Thingamabob.
A doodad.
Ace has a huge selection of nuts, bolts, plumbing, and electrical supplies in stock. And at Ace, our experts ask just the right questions to make sure you leave with exactly what you need. Whether it's a whatchamacallit or a thingamajig, come see us today.
Hey, did you lock in the ringer for the softball team yet? We really need to repeat as Kubota League champs. Yeah, check this out. What's up?
56.
Is that Ben Gregg?
Yeah, he can hit, he can pitch, and he sold 3 tractors this morning.
Come to Adams Tractor and get your Kubota today. For new tractors, parts, and service, and with 5 locations, we are the Northwest's biggest and best Kubota dealer.
Summer is heating up, and that means now is the perfect time to stop into Mainstream for your new air conditioning unit. When you do, we'll even throw in a free furnace to help keep you comfortable year-round. It's all part of our summer special. Call or visit Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing today to find out more.
Hi, I'm attorney Jim Hill.
And I'm attorney Matt Russell.
And after 10 years of helping the injured people of Spokane,
Russell and Hill have won lots of awards.
But at the end of the day, only one award really matters.
The award we get the insurance company to pay you. Russell and Hill.
Our priorities, they've changed.
Hey, Lexus, play my music.
It's not just about getting ahead or the constant grind. It's about knowing what you want.
Watch for traffic.
And focusing on what matters. Welcome to the next level. This is the Lexus NX. With intuitive tech and our most advanced safety system ever.
Four News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Coming up on Nightside, more changes coming to West Bonner School District, why parents aren't happy about the incoming superintendent. Plus, how Moscow murder suspect Bryan Kohberger plans to challenge his indictment.
Here is your planning forecast. Mostly sunny skies Thursday and Friday. Then we cool back down again for the weekend. 66 on Father's Day.
It's an important day, I guess.
I think a lot of fathers like 66. That's a nice, you know, don't...
Riding the lawnmower around? What were you going to say, Chris?
I was going to come up with all kinds of very typical dad things, you know.
The perfect temperature to do what?
Golf.
Download the 4 News Now app today. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.